An actual firearm or a blank. That is part of the argument advanced by the legal teams of EFF leader Julius Malema and his personal protector, Adriaan Snyman. The two appeared at the East London Magistrate's Court facing charges related to the alleged discharge of a firearm in 2018. One of the witnesses, Stoffel de Klerk, a ballistic expert, says it would have been impossible for the state to find a positive match between the firearm and the cartridge after a single investigation. Newzroom Afrika's Sipha Kema reports.
The defense team finally got an opportunity to lead evidence when it called its first witness, firearms expert Martin Hood. During cross-examination, the state questioned Malema's qualification to hold a firearm, but Hood said Malema was not unfit to possess a firearm.
Mr. Malema, as I understand, accused number one, is not unfit to possess a firearm. So he's not allowed in terms of this, he's not disqualified in terms of the act from possessing a firearm.
The state further questioned Hood on whether Adriaan Snyman was not in violation of the Firearms Control Act when he handed Malema the gun with the intention of shooting in an open public space. Reluctant to answer, Hood said the act is complex.
Well, you're not giving me facts, so I can't comment. I don't know what the facts.
He's putting facts to you.
So you're saying that accused number two gave accused number one a firearm?
That's correct. To fire shots in the air at a particular stadium here in East London.
Okay, but please bear in mind, as I pointed out, this section is not that simple.
Ballistics expert J.C. de Klerk, also the defense's second witness, also discredited the state's evidence regarding the cartridge found at the stadium.
Out of all the marks that he could have found, he only used the neck chamber marks. Now, according to me, according to standards, world protocols, you need to follow up with a second tool. You need to find a second tool to make it, especially on firearms. At least two areas.
De Klerk didn't stop there.
A positive identification cannot be made. If you go look at the protocols over this in the world, according to those protocols, this would warrant that you cannot do a positive identification by just using the neck marks. According to the evidence, all firearms were collected for examination and comparison. And Lieutenant Malema could not match any of these marks to any other firearm internal parts.
Court is adjourned until Wednesday morning, where the state will cross-examine the ballistics expert. For Newzroom Afrika, Channel 405, I'm Sipha Kema at the East London's Magistrate's Court.